Hey guys, No, I'm not. I was about to say I'm Izzy Wizzo, Izzy Wayne. What's up guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. So with All-Star Weekend going on right now in New York City, I wanted to check in with a couple of our top devs, Mike Wang and Scott O'Gallagher, to see what their All-Star predictions are. All right guys, today I am here with the very familiar Mike Wang and also the champion of our office tournament, Scott O'Gallagher. And with All-Star Weekend going on as we speak in New York City, I thought it would be nice if we talked about the NBA All-Star Game in our 2K community. So I believe you're going to side with the East for this discussion.
Well, I'm a lifelong Bulls fan,
okay.
So I have to go with at least, yeah, I'm going with the East.
Going with the East, and we have Scott going with the West.
Always, Lakers all day. Yeah, nothing changes despite the record. So, yeah, Laker Nation holding strong.
Cool. We did a simulation of the 2015 All-Star Game in-game, and it was a very close game. Ended up going into overtime, and we had the East winning the game by 3 points, and Carmelo Anthony was the MVP. Let's break it down a little bit though. Before we get into that simulation, let's break down the Eastern players a little bit.
I think that, you'll see a lot of Hawks playing together, a lot of old teammates playing together with Bron being reunited with his bromances.
Yes.
And his new bromance. So it'll be interesting to see.
With his bromances.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that dynamic goes.
Wade.
Yeah, but it'll be nice to see them back together, him and Vosh, and then see how it goes with Kyrie. But I think there's going to be some interesting matchups, in this game altogether.
And speaking of LeBron, I think that of all of the players, he is rated the highest in NBA 2K with a 97.
Yeah, we got him at
All-Star.
We got him at a 97.
All right, so let's dive into the West a little bit. Who do you think is going to be your go-to guy in the West?
That's a tough question because I believe 8 out of the 9 90s that we have, or 7 out of the 8, I'll have to check again, are in the West. So I like, of course, Kevin Durant. Being 6'10", with his skill set, he can basically get off any shot that he wants.
So let's talk about really quick, because John Wall and Kyrie Irving have done really, really well this season as point guards. So I'm gonna go to Mike first. Using John Wall and Kyrie Irving, give us 2 tips when using those players.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, they're fun guys to use.
Kyrie's my favorite.
Yeah, I know that. we gave Kyrie and John, they're probably 2 of the sickest SIG size-ups that we had captured last year. So they're great at ball handling, they're great at breaking ankles, and they can both finish well at the rim. So you got 2 guys who are just fast, great handles, so just a lot of crossovers, use that right stick.
Yeah.
That we talked about.
Signature moves.
Yeah, drop them and then just get to the rim. And yeah, they can both shoot pretty well. I think more for them, I like slashing with them in our game at least.
Attacking the
with
basket.
Those, yeah.
So in the West, we have a handful of playmakers. We have James Harden, we have Steph Curry, we have Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook. So give our users some quick tips on using those guys in the game. How they would be most effective?
Well, they're all really dynamic in their own way. James Harden absolutely looking to use a lot of isolations on the wing. That guy can shoot off the dribble. He's great at creating space. Steph Curry, you can use him off the ball. You can use him on ball screens. So I definitely suggest running like their floppy sets and other plays that our users are very familiar with. Chris Paul, obviously his pick and roll game is second to none. And this year, you can choose who you want to come set that ball screen. It's a great feature, so I'd highly suggest using that. And then Russ is just a beast. So you got to use him in the post. You can use him in screen roll. There's a lot of good things that he can do. He can
pull up at the foul line.
Oh, that stop and pop is money. So just like it is in real life, it is in our game. So I would suggest going to that.
let's talk about the shooters. We have Klay Thompson, who's been on fire. You know, you have Steph, who's been on fire. Who would you give the green light on your West team?
Oh, Klay Thompson. And I'm saying this on 2K TV, that Klay Thompson is the best two-way shooting guard in the league right now. Rated an 89, but I think much higher of Klay Thompson.
All right, let's talk about shooters in the East. Who would you give a green light to?
It's going to be Melo putting up a lot of shots.
But he's arguably one of the best scorers in the NBA.
Yeah, you know,
from anywhere on the court.
I think that's why he's going to have, you know, and being in New York, I think he's going to have just one of those games, one of those special All-Star, you know, showings. But a lot of guys
probably go inside out though with the East.
Yeah, I think they may do that. So they might dump it down to Powell, maybe get some looks. And Powell's having a great year. And just for my Bulls too, I mean, Jimmy Butler, I think it's his first year as an All-Star, and I love his game. I don't know if he's going to do a ton as an All-Star because that's not really his, you know, it's his style of play. But he's going to be a solid defensive guy, and he'll get some nice shots up. And he's scoring the ball a lot better this year.
And Kyle Lowry, good for Toronto.
Yeah,
because
he's
playing exceptional right now. He's just got that dog in him. He can guard ones, he guards twos.
Strong guy.
Strong, great in pick and roll, good leader. Good for him.
Let's talk about post play a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Mike, in the East, who's your go-to post player, and how would you recommend our users getting the most out of that player?
Well, I'm biased because I'm a Bulls fan,
right.
so I'm going to go straight to Pau Gasol.
Okay.
Oh, we miss Pau. We miss Pau.
Yeah, Pau, I think he gave us 18 points in the sim. Wish he could probably put up easily 30, 35, 40 if he wanted to.
Clearly.
But he's got phenomenal touch, hook shots, little post fadeaways, back guys down to low block and just turn and shoot. He's like auto points once you get to a certain range.
Yeah.
And the other guys, they're no slouches either. You know, Paul Millsap, Al Horford, they're more face-up bigs, I'd say, but they're still strong in the post. So we have a lot of power down there.
And how about in the West?
I would definitely give it to LaMarcus, clear out, give it to him on the left block. He's a monster down there. Anthony Davis is just a freak right now. He's dominating on both ends of the floor. He does so much for that team. But Marc Gasol had 25 and 10, so it could favor in a game like him. Yeah, Gasol. I mean, maybe he's getting a bunch of garbage buckets and he's just cleaning up after guys taking bad FGAs. Who knows? Tim Duncan won the MVP with Shaq one year, so I mean, it could happen. And he's not your flashiest player, the big fundamental.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. I feel like I learned a lot. So one last thing before we go. Unbiased opinions. These are predictions here, unbiased opinions. Who's winning the All-Star game?
Western Conference, no doubt.
I'm going to say West also.
Unbiased opinions. I appreciate that. I want to congratulate everyone who came out and played hard during all of the Rival Day rounds. You guys made the first ever MyPARK Championship one to remember. So now it's time to check out our top performers and, of course, the winning community. Coming into this final round of the MyPARK Championship, we had a tie for first place between Old Town and Sunset Beach. The past 4 months have been filled with ups and downs, with Rivet City making comebacks and Old Town challenging Sunset Beach for first place. One thing never changed though, Sunset Beach was always in the lead in the championship standings. At least until this final round, where the Old Town Flyers upset Sunset Beach Ballers to become our first MyPARK champion. And it wasn't even close. They blew the competition out of the water in this final Rival Day. Now that the championship has ended, you guys know what that means. The 2K team needs to get to work on building that brand new park for the winners. Construction is underway, and we will break down the details on the new park for you next week. Right now, though, I think we need to crown the MVPs for the champion Flyers. These players are being recognized for their performances throughout the entire MyPARK Championship. They put in the work and led their park to victory. So props to Dream Team Vaughn and West Warren, your Old Town Flyers MVPs. Dream Team Vaughn was crucial to the Flyers' victory, racking up hundreds of wins. And of course, West Warren played a huge role in the Flyers' comeback victory. He's been balling out over these past couple months. Congratulations to our MVPs. These guys are legends in their own right, and they are also Legend 3s in MyPARK. And you might just be able to pick them out in the parks in the future because we figured it's only right to give them some snazzy new outfits. Thank you to everyone who participated in the MyPARK Championship, but all the parks are still open, so make sure that you guys get out there, rep your community, and of course, have some fun. It's pretty cool that some NBA players also like getting competitive in MyPARK. And recently I had a chance to talk to Reggie Jackson via Skype after one of his very first experiences in the park.
Starting at the other guard, at 6'3" number 15, Reggie Jackson.
First of all, I want to get your first reactions on coming out of the park.
It was fun. I found some good games, some good pickup games. We were willing to play team basketball and spacing, so it's been well.
Nice. So, are you with one of the park communities?
I think Rivet City.
Oh. So what is your favorite mode in 2K?
Normally I just play, online. Just online quick match. I like to play the game, but figuring out this park thing, it's pretty fun, so I might start doing that too, jumping back and forth a little bit.
Nice. There's some really crazy active players that are in the park, and they're in mascot suits now. So if you see guys that are in suits, or if they have their shirts off, they're at the highest rep levels. They're Legend 3. And
yeah, I ran into a few of them. They're unreal. It's not fair. Definitely got dunked on quite a bit by them.
Do you play against any other NBA guys in 2K?
No, for the most part, if I play Paul George, we'll play back and forth. But we probably played each other over 100 times.
That's cool though. You get extra practice in and get your court vision down when you're playing in the game, right?
Oh yeah, get everything done. Pretty realistic, so it's very close.
So how's everything with the season? What are your off days like?
Just playing the game. That's about it. Playing 2K.
Cool. There's a lot of kids and fans who look up to you that also play our game. What advice would you give to them who may want to be in your shoes one day?
Do everything, put yourself in a position to accomplish your dreams.
Keep dreaming. And if you need to dream some more, get your cat sleepers.
Definitely. It works. Ties in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. I'll let you get back to the Jordan Rec Center. Alrighty, I'll see you later.
All right, have a good one.
Bye. Next week, we will be giving you guys all the behind-the-scenes access to our NBA 2K TV trip to New York City, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And don't forget, I still want to see your top plays, so make sure that you share those highlights on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. And I'll see you soon.